of hell. Eat the nasty butcher man.
Hi everybody, and welcome to episode 7 of the OiNK Blogs YouTube channel. Now, as promised last time, this is now going to be a monthly series looking back on what has happened in the blog each month. As the year goes on, or the years go on, these videos will contain more and more information. For now, there's been a few posts this month, but it's mainly been things behind the scenes, building this website up to what I want it to be. It's all going to come to fruition, but what I'm doing now is so important, as I just wanted to give you a brief look at what that is. And we'll also go over the few posts as well that have been up there. So in case you've missed anything, I can let you know here, and then you can go and check it out. The website is just oink.blog. Very simple to remember, especially compared to the previous one. And the link will appear at the end of every video as well. It also should be below in the information I've typed up about this video as well. So, before we look at the posts and actually what is on the website, it's all about spreadsheets. Oh my god, how exciting. I have been on my Mac and with a pile of OiNK comics beside me, and I've been going through every single issue, and this is going to sound like such a geeky thing to do, and it is. And I've actually been really enjoying it. I didn't think I was going to enjoy it as much as I am, but I really am. Going through every single issue and making little notes, or basically ticking off little boxes in the spreadsheet every time a certain character appears, a certain contributor appears. So I have spreadsheets based on like regular series, or even characters who've appeared more than once. The one-off strips, the contributors, photo story stars, strips that don't have any credits on them. I don't know who wrote them or who illustrated them, so I can come back and look at that and find out this information before we get to those issues on the blog, for example. As well as the mad advertisements, the spoof adverts are in each issue, the real adverts as well, because I actually find that really sets OiNK in its time. Is something I would like to cover. And all the reader contributions as well, letters, drawings, rude jokes. And this is actually, all this work is paid off already. I was doing this for about maybe a week to 10 days when on the blog's Twitter feed somebody happened to mention, I had a letter in OiNK. I think it was the Valentine's issue. A pig pal by the name of Paul Westwood. Sorry, it's down here. Just had to make sure I got your name right. Now I went and looked at the Valentine's issue. He wasn't there. I thought, I've only done about 20 odd issues on these spreadsheet things so far. I wonder if he's there. Reader contributors. Searched his name, there he was, issue 19, opened it up, took a photo, tweeted it back at him. How's that for service? That's the kind of thing I want to do, so anybody remembers a strip, or they were in the issue, or has a question about something, I can go straight to the information. So that was great. I was able to do that for Paul. But also, as I'm going through it, I've discovered some really interesting things. You know, that regular characters weren't as regular as I thought, even though I read these comics about 7 years ago. In my mind, there was characters that as soon as they joined, they were in every issue. But they weren't. There were artists who I thought joined and then they were in every issue, and they weren't. This has given me a much more in-depth look at the entire series of OiNK. And this is all information that I want to pull from when I'm going through the comics and adding extra content to the website. So it's a completely geeky thing to do, but that's me. And I've been really enjoying it. I'm about halfway through the whole series now, so I am. But there's an awful lot more to do, but I'm going to get to it this month. But on the blog itself, the stuff you can see, the first post of the month was basically an introduction. Introducing the new site, oink.blog. There it is again. Introducing it to new readers, but also to the people who did follow the previous blog for 7 odd years. What's the reason behind this new site? Why delete the old one? What's going to be so different? What's going to be the same? Pretty much this is going to have, this site in a nutshell is going to have everything you loved about the previous one. This is a very, very different beast. This is going to be a much bigger site and more elaborate, but much more of a website rather than a linear blog. And that's just basically from necessity. In the previous video, episode 6, goes into a bit more detail on that if you want to go and check that out. But yes, a very different beast, so go and check that. It's called What is the OiNK blog? There was also a quick look at Comic Scene. I have it right here. Comic Scene was a magazine that has stopped now and been replaced by this. It's been called a part work, but it's a series of magazines. 60-page magazines are going to look at 1 year. This is 1986, and you'll see that right there. Going back over the last 100 years up to the year 2020, I think it might include this year, I don't know. There's going to be 1 magazine per year. And I was asked by Comic Scene if I could write the article about OiNK. So it's now out, it's published, it's available on their website. Here's another link on your screen. You can go and check out there. There are 4 issues available already. Now I'm going, there's one from the 1950s, I can't remember it off the top of my head. There is 1977. I have it, well, they're right here actually. They're right here in my slipcase, as you can see. So I know there's 1950. There we go, 1950. There is 1977, I remember that because that's the year I was born. And 1984, and then 86. So the post I've written up on the website is about myself being asked to write it, and how do you take something you're so passionate about, how do you sum all that up within a few pages without leaving anything out, you know, but at the same time making it interesting and showing off the OiNK humour without just reciting it verbatim. It was a difficult task. I really, really enjoyed doing it. I enjoyed the difficulty of it, and then editing myself for someone else's publication. And it's great to see it in print, and my article in print. So that's up on the website as well. And that post will also include some what I call DVD extras. There were some extra things I sent off to Comic Scene, History of Comics, for inclusion with the article, which they seemed very excited about, but didn't include them for one reason or another. They will be coming to the blog. This will include a lot of the original OiNK contributors, so watch out for that soon. The final blog post for the month was a very sad one. During February, Lou Stringer will inform me that Andy Roper had passed away. I remember his artwork on the Spectacles of Doom in particular. It was wonderful. It looked like something you would find in action adventure comic, but you know, it was full of gags and full of background jokes, and his work was so intricate. I mean, his contributions to OiNK are a real highlight when you're reading these. He wasn't in every issue, so again I went back to my spreadsheets and found out, oh yes, he did that and that as well. Oh, these covers. I was able to pull them out for some examples on the website, so go and check that out as well. It's very sad that we've lost another member of the OiNK family. But go and check out that. You'll see some examples of his phenomenal work, and you'll see more of it as we start our OiNK read-through in April time.
Who eat pigs? 'Cause they're made from ham. Eat the nasty butcher man.
It is a time when magic is more powerful than science, and only those who control the magic control destiny. They are the Visionaries.
Visionaries, the Knights of the Magical Light. Remember them, don't you? Not many people were aware that Marvel UK did have a monthly Visionaries comic and an annual and a special. I did cover the 5 issues of this on the previous blog, and their annual Christmas time there on OiNK blog Instagram. But now they're coming back. Now, the original idea was to have OiNK be the first real-time read-through comic that we're going to bring to the new site. But Visionaries is literally a few weeks beforehand. There was a preview pull out in Transformers and then issue 1 at the end of March. For the sake of a few weeks, I don't want to wait until next year to start covering Visionaries. So on the OiNK blog, Visionaries is going to be the first real-time read-through. That's coming this month. For now, that is it. Okay, so I really hope that, I'm really excited. I really hope that you'll come and check out the website and keep coming back. I'm really excited by how much attention, that's the wrong word, the traffic coming to the site already. It is small compared to the previous one, obviously, as it's only just started, but definitely it's off to a much quicker start than it is that did it sort of 7 years ago on Blogger. I'm very excited. Thank you so much to everybody who's been checking it out so far and has been interacting with me online, whether through social media, YouTube, email. Thanks again, and that is us for this month. In the immortal words of Jeremy Banks and his Butcher Watch strips in OiNK, watch out for your snout and mind your rind. I'll see you next month. Bye.
Who eat pigs? 'Cause they're made from ham. Eat the nasty butcher man. Pigs in daytime, pigs at night. If you read on, you'll be alright. 'Cause pigs will know that you're okay. 'Cause the pigs are here to stay. Don't eat pigs, 'cause they're made from ham. Eat that nasty butcher man. Ha 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 ha.